All right, guys, so I just arrived at the parking location that I want to practice driving my Ruckus around at. I got the Ruckus right back here. I'm gonna go ahead and get the ramp ready, and we're gonna get it out of the car, put it back into the car, ride it around a little bit. Yeah, just gonna get my practice in, y'all. Stay tuned. All right, guys, so here it is, the Honda Element, and we got the Ruckus right here in the back of the trunk. Yeah. So I got one of the seats out. One of the seats has gone out of the Element. One of the seats is still folded up, but I think what I'm gonna do is go ahead and take out both the seats so that way it fits in nice and easy. If you have the Ruckus at an angle, it does free up a little bit more space inside of the Element. I got my ramp here. I purchased this ramp from Lowe's. You guys can see that right there. So I got this ramp. I'm gonna get the ramp ready, get the Ruckus out, and we're gonna take it on a ride. First thing I must do is I must get the ramp ready. I got the ramp right here. Here is the ramp right here. This is the ramp we're using. This is the carry-on ramps. Yeah, still mesh loading. It was 80 bucks at Lowe's, so if you want to get you guys a ramp to get your Ruckus in and out of your Element, head on over to Lowe's and pick yourself up a ramp. So let me go ahead and finish getting this ramp undone. So I got the ramp right here. It's a little folding ramp, nothing spectacular, but there's a rubber piece and there's a flat piece on the other end. There's a ratchet strap in there, nice. So this ramp comes with a little ratchet strap. That's pretty convenient. Put that inside because I got other ratchet straps. So let me take the ramp fully out, like so. I'm gonna go ahead and unfold this. Put this on the car. Let's see. Super simple ramp, nothing super special about it. So let's take a look. So here's what the ramp looks like. Going up into the Element. Got a little hump on it. I thought it was gonna, like, when it folds out, I thought it was gonna be flat, but it's fine. So the ramp, I gotta line up the tires with the Ruckus so that way the Ruckus will come out nice and easily on this ramp. All right, guys, so I got the Ruckus out of the Honda Element. Let me show you guys this right here. So I ended up getting the Ruckus. So I got the Ruckus out of the Honda Element. It wasn't too bad, as long as you guys make sure you keep your hands, your left hand on the brake, so that way it can control the back brake. It slid out nice and easily down this ramp, you guys. That was super easy. I do need to clean out my car more. And like I said, I am going to take that other back seat out and figure out a way to keep the Ruckus standing upright, but I will have it at an angle so that way it fits inside the Element a lot easier. But yeah, there we go. There it is. To get your Ruckus in and out of the Element, you will have to remove the little mirror plates. So they're super easy. There's just like a little screw on them. You guys can see that right there. Little simple screw. Once it comes off, it like screws on nice and easily. So I'm gonna put the screws back on, ride the Ruckus around, and I'm gonna load it back into the Element. To get your mirrors back on, you will have to, what you do is you twist the whole mirror itself like this. Yeah, so you twist that on there as far down as it goes. And then you can, from about this point, it's pretty snug right there. But if you needed more adjustments, loosen it up, spin it around to where you need it, and then you'll come in and you'll adjust this nut right there. You might need two hands for it, but my other hand is holding the camera. So I got one mirror on, I'm gonna get the other mirror on, and we're gonna go ahead and ride this thing. Ride it for a little bit, then put it back into the Ruckus. Or put it back into the Element, I should say. Yeah, guys, so the reason I wanted to make this video was because there's not any videos on YouTube on how to like load up and unload your Ruckus from a car or vehicle. I mean, it shows motorcycles and things. But for me, I want to make sure that it fits inside my Element here, which it does. It fits nicely inside the Element, but you do have to take off those rear view mirrors. And for me and where I live, like I live in a condo. And I got a designated parking spot, but I don't feel comfortable leaving my Ruckus out in the open because there are plenty of thieves around here, you know what I'm saying? So I'm now going to be using my Honda Element as a garage for my Ruckus for the time being until I find a good spot to put the Honda Ruckus. And here's my helmet, you guys. Check it out. There's the price tag on it. My Sadishi. Yeah, I got a blue helmet to match the Element. I am a fan of blue, as you can tell. I even got the blue Honda Element. Got the white and blue Ruckus with the blue helmet, which y'all know about that, right? Yeah, so I'm gonna get my helmet on. I'm gonna get the Ruckus started and we're gonna just drive it around. So I got the Ruckus idling right now, getting the engine warmed up. You are supposed to let it warm up, especially in like colder days. So I'm gonna let it warm up for a little bit and we're gonna get this thing going. All right, guys, so this thing is awesome. It's a little Ruckus back. Where's it at? There it is right there. Look at that little Ruckus. Look at that little guy. Woo. So I'm just doing my testing, practicing my riding, and we just gonna make it happen. It's getting a little cold out here. It's getting pretty cold. So I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be riding. I'm gonna have to put my jacket on because I'm getting chilly. All right, guys. Hopefully you guys can hear me pretty good and see me pretty good. I'm gonna get the ramp set up and I'm gonna go ahead and load the Element, or I'm gonna go ahead and load the Ruckus into the back of the Element. So let me get the ramp. Let me take off all the mirrors and stuff, and then I'm gonna load it, show you guys how easy it is to load this thing up into your Element. Yes, you may have to get inside your Element too. All right. Go ahead and just twist these mirrors off, y'all. Super easy. Hopefully you guys can see me and hear me. There we go. So the mirrors are off. I might look into getting some mirrors that sit a little bit more flush so that way I don't have to keep taking them on and off. But for now, I'm gonna just keep unscrewing them and then screwing them back on when it's time to ride. I will be doing this on a daily basis, Monday through Friday, because I will be riding it to work. It's going to be my commuter bike now that the weather's going to be getting a little nicer. It was sunny out earlier, but now it's cold. This is Colorado, so that weather is quick to change on the drop of a dime. So I'm gonna move the Ruckus out the way a little bit and get the ramp set up. So the rubber end will go on the tailgate of your Element. The flat end will go on the ground. Try to get it in the center. You want to come in the center of the Element. So that way it goes in nice and even. And you have room to make adjustments. The cool thing about this is you can keep your Ruckus in your Element. You can also keep the ramp for it in your Element as well. Okay. All right, guys. So once you're inside of your Element, you want to put on your back brake lock that's on the Ruckus. So that way the wheel doesn't keep moving around on you. So my lock is on, my Ruckus isn't going anywhere. You definitely want to make sure that you come in through the center. Try to be in the center as much as you can. Otherwise, if you're too far to the right, too far to the left, your handlebar will be sticking up a little bit too much and you will have to make an adjustment to get it right into that center. But now that I'm here, I might try to see if I can put down the kickstand. If not, it's no big deal, but I kind of want to see if it will. If there's enough room in the Element for it. So right now the kickstand is up. I'm going to adjust my front seat to see if the front seat can come all the way back, and I'm going to try to maneuver the Ruckus so that way it fits at somewhat of an angle. This is the whole thing about it is you want it to fit in the back of your Element, but you still want to be able to close your tailgate without it pushing up on the rear fender of the Ruckus. You're going to have to like angle the Ruckus either to the left or to the right. But I'm going to angle it to the right, so that way I don't have to adjust my driver's seat at all. I only have to adjust the passenger seat. But I'm going to see if I can get it to fit to where I don't have to adjust that passenger seat. All right, so now that the Ruckus is inside the back of the Element, I got the kickstand up. You don't necessarily need the kickstand up, but I have it up so I can slide it across the flooring of the Element easier. So now what I got to do is I'm going to put the ramp in, and then I'm going to adjust the Ruckus so that way my tailgate and like hatch can close. You definitely need some muscles doing all this stuff, guys. This isn't no easy feat. So as it is right now, if I went to close it, I'm hitting the back of the fender on the Ruckus. So I'm going to shift the rear end to this left side more, so that way I can close my tailgate all the way. So I might have to come up in here. There we go. Just slide it over like that. So see how the Ruckus is going to be at an angle now. All right, so now that the Ruckus is inside the Element, now that it's at this angle, I can close up my tailgate. See, there's like a couple inches to spare. But one thing I still have to do is I have to ratchet strap the Ruckus down just so it doesn't move anywhere. I think what I'm gonna do is, in the Element, you know, you got your ratchet strap right there, that hook. And I got one here. I also got one over right there that already got like the ratchet strap on it. But I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have it come from that side over there, have it come across the Ruckus to here, and then I'm gonna strap it down so that way it stays on the peg. And here's a side view of the Element, the blue Element. Come on inside, and you got the blue and white Ruckus. Look at that. All right, the Ruckus is strapped down. I went ahead and went from that one to that one. You can see the Ruckus is up on the pegs. The back wheel is free. I got the ramp right here, in which I probably secure this thing down too. But there we have it. We have the Honda Ruckus inside the Honda Element. So there we have it, you guys. We got the Honda Ruckus inside the Honda Element. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to smash that thumbs up button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're trying to grow this channel. This is my Behind the Stitches with Chris. Our main channel is Patch Boy Darb, Patches for the Culture. I will link a little tab up above so you guys can go ahead and click that and go subscribe to the Patch Boy Darb channel too, where we can teach you guys and show you guys how we make patches and do embroidery. Without further delay, I'm gonna get this thing home, and I might unload it at the house and take another ride. The sun just might come out, we don't know. But I might drive this thing around the neighborhood, get some more mileage in, and I'm gonna make it happen. I gotta be prepared to ride this thing on Monday. It's gonna be my first day going to work on this thing, and I'm excited for it, you guys. I'm excited. Hopefully it starts up. It might be cold in the morning, because I'm gonna ride out at like 6 a.m. Hopefully it starts up. Hopefully it's warm enough. But hey, we can do what we got to do around here, right? Peace.